We'd like to bring you an update over today's shooting at that movie theater in Nashville, Tennessee, occurring at approximately 1:40 p.m. Well, the shooter, whose name hasn't been released, we originally thought that he was 51 years old. That was the report. Now we're believing that he's 29 years old. He was carrying 2 backpacks at the time. Nick, this happened at a Carmike Theater in Antioch, a subsect of Nashville. Now, police shot and killed this single suspect. That's what we do know. He was carrying a hatchet. At least one person inside was superficially cut with that hatchet. It was a man. He had a daughter with him. The daughter, both he and the daughter were in fact pepper sprayed along with another woman. The man was carrying a backpack with a fake bomb, a hoax bomb. They were able to dismantle that. Gunshot was exchanged between the suspect and the police officers. He was killed. But here we go again. Yet another shooting, attempted shooting at a movie theater.
Right.
You know, coming on the heels of Louisiana. Again, another one? That's all.
No, seriously. And you know what? There's no argument here. I think we know pretty well this man is mentally ill. There's no argument there. But I think he had a very different idea of how things would have unfolded.
Well, thank God he didn't have enough skill to carry out his incoherent plan.
I mean, the fact that he had guns, he had a hatchet, pepper spray, fake bombs, dummy bombs. I mean, this guy probably had this whole thing in his head that was going to happen.
Massacre
and
style.
It clearly didn't happen,
One
thank God.
superficial cut, that's all he could muster. We're not talking about a very skilled individual here.
Right. But I mean, look, he was in there for over 2 minutes before he was killed. So we're actually, I think, very lucky that more people didn't get injured, because this potentially could have been much worse had he pulled out that gun. Why he went for the pepper spray and the hatchet and stuff, we don't know, but we're very lucky that, you know, only one person was
incredibly
injured.
Fortunate, and I'm so grateful to be reporting that, you know, nobody was killed, nobody was seriously wounded in this case, other than the freak who walked into the theater trying to hurt people. But just going back to his plan, you know, he had this elaborate, you know, presumably this elaborate situation going on that he wasn't capable of carrying out, thank goodness. And here we are, another shooting. I think we might see metal detectors now in movie theaters, or people would just stay home altogether. Just avoid the overpriced ticket, Netflix it.
As we learn more, you know, we're going to learn that he bought that gun legally, that he was completely allowed to have it, and if he didn't, then again, how the hell did he get it? So it always comes back to that same argument, right? Why was someone like that able to get his hands on these kinds of weapons, get into this place, and put innocent people in danger? Something that we hear way too much on the news, on the internet, we see it all over the place. So when's it going to stop? I don't know. But yeah, I hope they don't put damn metal detectors in movie theaters. Movie theaters are where people go to relax and chill out and, you know, watch a damn movie without thinking that someone's...
I frequent Hillsborough Pike. I did last year I would frequent this area. I have never gone to this movie theater specifically, but definitely one in that area. And just, you know, it's mind-boggling that there's a freak out there in this area that wants to kill people while they're enjoying Mad Max. Terrible. I mean, anyway, we'd love to know what you think at home about the shooting that didn't take place today, because he was the only one that was actually shot and killed. His elaborate plan, presumably to take out an entire movie theater over Mad Max. Log on, post those comments below about this story. While you're at it, check out the rest of our channel. While you're at it, subscribe to the Lip TV News for more.